We are back for another Watercolor Wednesday. Welcome. My name is Gabriel Stockton. If you're catching this on the replay, welcome. We do these lives every Wednesday, so if sometime you can catch us, great. If you can't, I totally get it. But we are going to do some cool sharing today. Put in the chat if you got like a hot coffee or a cold coffee. I'm drinking something cold. So I'm super stoked. Today I am going to share what just came in the mail. I'm so stoked. And so if this is your first time here, my name is Gabriel Stockton. We talk watercolor on this channel. And so, hey, there's some of you hopping on now. So I had a plan to share some new books. So just know next week I'm going to share some books that I think that are worth sharing. It's been a while since I've shared some books, and well, everybody likes knowing what's in my library and what I like to read, and some of you have bought some of those books that I've shared. So right here, I've got a Kilimanjaro. This is a 300-pound. Hey, Tim, welcome. My friend Tim, good to see you here. So this is a 300-pound watercolor. What's cool about this is it comes with a drawing paper, and then it comes with a watercolor paper. Now, you don't have to buy the 300-pound, which is also 600 grams. But it is 100% cotton. It's cold press, and there's 10 sheets. And the drawing paper is a 70-pound drawing paper. So if we have some time, I've got a little painting I'm gonna work on, and you'll get to see what a commission painting looks like. But I had today's plan. Marie, you're here. Hello. And Debbie, you're here. Debbie, I just got your email. Thank you so much, and your work is looking great. And I've been so grateful for all of you that have hopped on this channel and all that you're sharing. Hey, Joan's here too. And so thank you so much for encouraging my behavior and encouraging the growth. And again, what I was saying was I was going to review some books and do a little painting today, but I got to show you what came in the mail. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Drum roll! Check it out. Not just one brush came from Escoda. Not 4 brushes. Okay, you count them. 6. Another 6. Another 2. Another 3. Another 3. Maybe I should. We're gonna look at these, okay? And and another 5. So we're gonna look at these brushes. I think this is so worth it. Okay, the first one that comes to mind is something that you're gonna see from me more often, and that is these flats. All right, so let's dive in here. So most of you know I like round brushes. Some people that have mentored me have been all about the round brushes. And let's get this out of the package. So thank you to Escoda for sending these wonderful, wonderful brushes. There's something else that came in the package, but I have to wait till the approval to share it. maybe next week. So definitely stop by next week. So these are very familiar because, oh, and there's another brush here. This one came to you. This is pretty super cool. Don't leave yet, because this is something totally new. Let's pull this one out of here too. Dun, dun, dun. You might notice that their packaging is amazing. These are all handmade brushes. If you're new to this channel, I love Escoda brushes. I think they're the world's best. My good friend, Joseph Escoda, one of the grandsons of the company, I met him along with Ricard Escoda and my good friend Giovanni, who is amazing. And she sent all these. So you're familiar with the Perlas, right? The Perla brushes. So this hair right here, this hair is the same kind of hair here, right? And you're familiar with the mop brush, right? Well, you're familiar with the Escoda Ultimos, all right? Hey, Paul, what's going on? And glad to have you from Missouri. So check it out. This is an Escoda. This is a 1/2 inch, and it's an Ultimo. How cool is that? So this brush, see, and this one is a 1/2 inch. So that's the width, right? And do you notice how it's crimped so that it makes a flat? If you haven't been to my website, GabrielStocktonFineArt.com, you can see how these brushes are made. Escoda came here to San Diego, and I helped translate, and I helped share how I use these brushes. So check it out. So which one, okay, put in the comments which ones of these brushes is a square brush and which one is a flat brush and which one is a filbert. Do you know? Ooh, do you know the difference? Do you know the difference? Okay, I'm waiting to see any answers, any participation. All 14 of you and all 4 thumbs ups. So let's talk about this. A filbert brush, okay, is, hey, we got some filberts. Is the black handle and the filbert. Okay, yes, you got it, Tim. So filberts have rounded edges, and flats are flat, okay? So a flat brush are for big strokes, okay? A filbert are for short, quick strokes, okay? So what I'm saying is, when you have a flat brush, it's kind of like the mop brush. It can take those long strokes. When you have a filbert, it's little short strokes, okay? Just in case you didn't know that. But I am super stoked to you want me to run some paint? Let's do it. Let me get my little palette right here. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see, it's right here. I already got the water. You might not see my palette on camera. We'll see. Oh, yep, we do. So when you get these Escoda brushes, they're kind of a little stiff. See that? So what I do is when you get a new brush, you put it in some nice little water, and then it will soften right up. Look at how lovely that brush looks. Okay. And let's let's get some green appetite. I love this color. And let's see what kind of mark this makes. So here we go, like so. Okay. And you can also put it on its side like this. Yes, my hand is in the way. I'm having brush envy. No, don't have brush envy. That's what this shows. This show is to get you excited. Look at these little marks. You can do these little marks. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. And then, so I could do this little sideways action. Not everything is done going down. We'll also do side strokes. Let's do a side stroke on just one of the edges. Look at that. We could do one of these going side to side. Some sweet little Morse code. And then I can come in here and go like this, saving some little bits and pieces of white. See that? And let's try a little zigzag. There we go. Look at that. Nice, right? So here's one thing you want to do. Yes, it's very versatile. So here's one thing you want to do. When you get a new brush, you make a nice little batch, okay? Over here, I'm going to add some more water to it. And we'll run it, and we'll see how many strokes can we get. Okay? See that? And that's about it. Okay? So, why do we need the other brush? Okay? Oh, Gabriel, you got way too many brushes. No, check this out. This brush is not going to act like this brush. Okay? I'm going to show you why. So, rinse out your brushes. Let's look at how well it rinsed out. Nice. Okay. I'm going to put that off the side. So, thank you, Escoda, for that 1/2 inch perla. So, look. See how it looks like this? And now, we need to put it in the water. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to use the same color. Okay? So, there we go. I'm going to massage it. I'm going to get it in the water one more time. There we go. And let's see. We'll get some of that green appetite again. And there we go. Grab a little more water. So, check it out. Let's see how many this guy can do. Here we go. Now, this is 300-pound paper, so it soaks up a little bit different. Look at that. Okay. So what do we get over here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And the more and more I use this brush and get it conditioned, so this brush is going to hold a lot more water. Okay? So it's going to look like this. Right? It's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. Okay? Now, let's do some of these little guys. We got some little... It's a little bit looser, right? See how much tighter this one is? It's a little bit looser. And then let's do one of these downward strokes. It's a lot lighter too. This is a lot thicker. And that's going to dry and be lighter. So this is just like using your mop brush. Okay? All right. We got so many brushes here. We've got a 14 Ultimo. And what else? An 18. So 2 18s and 2 14s. Let's see the difference. Okay. So I'm going to take this one out. And this one out. And there should be a difference. What size? Okay. So again, it's just really hard. Now I've seen some people, they get one of these brushes and it looks like this when it comes in the mail. And guess what? That's all it is there's nothing wrong with this tip. This tip is nice and pointy, but what if it just got a little bumped in the package and looked like that? Okay. So what I'm gonna do, again, I'm going to put it in the water. I'm going to soften up the brush. Okay. I got a bigger water. I'm going to use that one for right now. All right. And look, we're ready to rock and roll already. Okay. This brush should pick up some serious. Let's turn to another page. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, I'm using 300. I can paint on the back of these when I'm all done here. So never think about wasting watercolor paper. So here we go. There's one. Oops, I goofed. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yep, 4. So I was able to get 4. There, the strokes are up there too. Bum, bum, bum. For some reason, the camera. Hang on there. There we go. All right. Nice. So let's get our other brush. So that was a number 14. This is a good brush for a quarter sheet and under, okay? This next brush is a really good brush for a full sheet or a half sheet. This is a number 18. See that? So this is a synthetic hairs, okay? We're gonna get out a real hair brush here in a minute. I'll explain that one. So here we go. We're gonna load this up. See, now let's see how many we get. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 5, still going strong. 6, wow. 7. Look at that. I'd probably get one more. Oops. See down there? So that's the difference in going from a 14 to an 18. Okay? So no brush envy. We won't have any of that. Okay? So I'm going to set those off to the side. Okay? What else do we got here? We got 2 number 16s of the Aquario. Okay? So this is not a synthetic hair. This is a squirrel hair. I typically have an 18 or a 14. So I was curious to see the 18. I like this. See, ooh, look at this. There's this. This company updates their stuff so often. So how this company got started was the grandfather, Joseph Escoda. So there was Joseph Escoda, then there was Ricard, or was it Richard? Well, yeah, it's basically the same. And then there's another Joseph, and so forth. And then now there's the grandkids that are running the business right now. So check it out. This ferrule is different. This is totally updated. I wanna pull out my one I have now. Dun dun dun. So I've had this brush for a good amount of time. And let me get it wet. So this is the one that's in my kit now. And it's a little bit smaller. So this must be a 14. Look at the ferrule. So this brush is like 4 years old, and it's still rocking and rolling, okay? And so this must be a 14. And so, but they've already updated the ferrule, which is super cool. I don't know if you could tell the difference. There's but here's the one thing I want to tell you, friends, is when you're out plein air painting, you want this ferrule. So the grandfather, he was working in steel, and he had an artist buddy that said, "Hey, I've got some hair and some sticks. Can you make me a ferrule and make some brushes?" So see how this ferrule here, that's what we call this metal part of the brush. See how it's shiny? So I like these for plein air so it doesn't shine in my eyes, okay? All right, so with that said, so again, it's nice and stiff, and we're gonna put it over here in the water. And soften it up. There it goes. Softening up real nice. There it goes. Yeah. Sometimes warm water is nice too. So, from my understanding, this is a squirrel brush, and it's made from only male squirrel hairs, and they only use males during the winter month. So I think just February and March or something. So China was just cutting off the tails and throwing them in the trash. And then they said, "Hey, save us the male tails." And so this brush is made from squirrel, the male tail hair. So if you don't want to use a real hairbrush, then you can get the Ultimo, which I used just before this one. All right, so I'm adding some water, and let's see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This paper is really 6. Look at that. 7. And actually, I'm having a little technical issue right now. I've got to take care of something. We were about to drip on the carpet of our new place, and that's a big no-no. All right. I have an eraser in the way. All right. How about now? Oh, it's still coming. Look at that. That squirrel brush held that much more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I love this brush. This is like one of my favorites. It covers, let me get some more pigment. It covers so lovely. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's still going. Wow. That is an amazing brush. I might bump it up to the 16. Yeah, and look at that point. That point of the brush. I think I saw a comment. Let's see. Paula says, wow, that's brush. And then was just teasing about the brush envy. Oh, yeah, of course. I got it. No worries. All right. And which brush is this one? This is the Aquario. Aquario. Bum, bum, bum. And it's the mop round. This is a round mop brush, not an oval. You don't want to buy an oval. An oval mop brush looks like a makeup brush. If I squeeze this, you might have one of these makeup brushes, or your sweetheart might have one of these makeup brushes that look like that. That's an oval mop, okay? And this is a round, okay? A round mop, Aquario 16. All right, moving on down the road. I'm super excited about these. Holy mackerel, look at this. So this is a set, and it's their illustration set. They're synthetic for illustration. And what do we got here? We got a Versatile, number 0. We've got a Prado, number 2. Versatile, Prado, they're different hairs. We've got all three. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different haired brushes. And look at this cool artwork. You know, who wouldn't want to just get this just to get the packaging? And so I love how Escoda like packages these, because they don't flop around in the dun, dun, dun. So look at that. They got this nice what's that, like a little rope holding them. So this first one is the Perla number 8. It's a travel brush. You're like, travel brush, what? Then we got a number 6 Ultimo, a number 6 Perla, a number 4 I'm gonna butcher this one, Baraco. My tongue just doesn't want to do it today. I'm so sorry. Then we got a number 2 Prado, and then a 0 Versatile. Let's look at these put to work. So again, I will paint a really nice professional painting on the other side of these swatches. These are called swatches, okay? And so let's go ahead and go with, do you like this, guys? Is this helpful for you to see what the product does and what it looks like? Let me know in the comments. So this is a travel brush. I always have one of these in my pocket with my pens and pencils. So look at that. See that? It's got a little hole here, which is nice for keeping the air. Tim says, I want this set. Debbie says, yes, this is helpful. And wow, I want that brush. So this is the Perla number 8. I've been using a number 10 and a number 8. Even though the bigger Perlas still have, and then mine with brushes really likes this. I think it was mine with brushes. Mining your business. Oh yeah, that's right. Look, see? 3 crimps. You're always going to see the 3 crimps. That is Escoda's signature look, okay? Come on, focus, camera. I love this piece here. This fits in so nice. Now, you'll find some generic travel brushes, and these are like so wonky. These ones just fit. These are all handmade brushes. All right, just sticking with the same paint, but I had to put the palette off to the side. Check this out. Let's see this tip. Look at that. You can go from thin to thick. So here's thin, and then down to thick. Okay, like that. I really like how this kind of, it's, you sometimes I have some people that don't even bother drawing, they just use the perla. And look at that, pretty cool. And you get some nice, see these are great for your waves in the water. All right, so that is our lovely Escoda Perla. I'm gonna put that back in here like so. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get out the Ultimo. We were looking at Ultimos just a minute, but this is a 6. The Ultimo we looked at earlier, well, let's check that out, was an 18 and a 14. Whoa, isn't that wild? So this is a 6, okay? This is gonna hold lots of water. It's gonna be nice and light, okay? It's gonna hold lots of pigment, so I can also go from thin to thick, okay? But see how much lighter it is than the Perla? This is holding more water instead of more pigment. See, let's get over here like this. Now, we know that watercolor dries lighter, right? Look at these. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. You can do effortless paintings with these for sure. So check it out. We've got another Perla here. It's a number 6. And this was the 8. And the other thing about this next Perla is look at the shortness. So see how that's kind of funny? If you just dip that back in the water or massage the tip together, it's just fine. But look at this. Look at this. This is, I got excited about this brush. Look at how shorter these the brush is. Okay. And so this is a number 6. And this is the number 8. But look how much shorter. So that's pretty cool. So let's get into some pigment here. And let's look at these strokes. So here we go. Look, nice and dark. Whoa, that's great. And thin to thick to dry brush. And let's do some little lines. Look at those. This is nice and tight. I think I'm gonna fall in love with this brush because here's the thing is I've shown you that one brush, the dragon one. It looks like, when you look at the side, it looks like a head with a tongue sticking out, or a lizard lick. All right, it's a part of the dragon series, but Escoda makes those too. So, but do you see, by having that fat belly right here and having that tip, you're gonna be able to hold a lot more pigment. I think that's my hunch. All 15 of you watching with 9 thumbs up. Let's move to this next one. This is not a brush that I know a lot about. That's why I requested it with this packet. And let's look at it. Let's look how does it compare to the Perla and to the Ultimo. Okay. So again, when you get these new brushes, you rinse them out. Then I got some paint. Let's go from thin, nice little thin line. Look at that thin line. Holy mackerel. And then thin to thick. So my buddy Pablo, who's also a brand ambassador at Escoda, and Daniel Smith, He lives in Spain. He likes this brush. And let's try this guy. Ooh, look at that. So it's somewhere in between the two. It is kind of soft. But look at those tight lines. Holy mackerel. Wow, let's try some. Ooh, look at those. This is definitely different. This is... So you're hearing me process out loud. that's my biggest problem. I process out loud and you just listen to me sound like a little child with excitement. This is like me being in a candy store. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so the next one we have is the Prado. So we had all different brushes, different... Ooh, and look at this. So, you see how these are all round? Okay, remember we looked at the flat brush a little while ago? See how this has been crimped, flat, not round? Look at this one. It is crimped, but it still has a point. Pretty cool. If you know the name of this shape, put it in the comments. If you know the name of this game, play along. All right, I'll put this over here. Da, da, da. So, again, rinsing off the stuff that comes with it. Yeah, it's kind of soft. It's kind of soft, but it has like a little bounce. I think since it's crimped like that. All right, I don't know who uses this brush. I'm curious. Filbert. Ooh. Maybe. Let's do a straight line. Wow, it definitely holds more pigment than water. And let's go from thin to thick. All right. Nice. What if I do thin to thick the other way? Because it almost has like a triangle tongue look. A little bit wider. It almost goes, look at that. It's almost like a flat. When I press all the way down. Look at that. But see how it almost looks like a flat. But here, now it's got a point. So you can make it maybe a flat by pressure. Yeah, look. As I'm putting pressure down, it's now a flat. As I using the tip, I've got a point. All right, let's see how this thing does some line work. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's a little more loosey-goosey. It's not super tight. It's definitely softer. I would need practice with this one. I hope you don't mind me being transparent and telling you that I don't know about this brush. And we're learning together. I think that's a lot cooler. I am definitely going to be playing with these this week. Even though this is my 6-year anniversary. That's right. And the wife is having us go to a concert, a hardcore concert, a Christian hardcore concert. And it's one of my old pastor's bands. And they're coming out to California, and we're going to go see them. Let's try this line. So this is the Versatile. Now, my good friend, who I appreciate and very grateful for, Lauren McCracken uses this. Debbie, happy anniversary. Tim, congratulations. Yeah, 6 years. We got past the 5-year hump. Pretty cool. Oh, look how nice and tight this is. It definitely feels like it holds more pigment. Artie Ross says, congratulations. And if you're watching this in 2025, then it'll be 7-year anniversary. So I probably outdated later on in this video. We could all laugh about it. All right, let's do some little swipe-dies. Ooh, a little different. I need a little practice with this brush. And, well, Lauren McCracken, you are an amazing man, you, if you're watching. I'm going to have to ask you about this brush. This is a number 0. I don't know if he uses a 0. I know he has a 4, 8, 4, 8, and a 10, a 12. 4, 8, and a 12. He does have his own signature brushes. So Lauren McCracken is also a brand ambassador. You can go to Escoda's website and see all these. So yeah, that's a pretty cool deal. Now you could buy these individually, or you could buy this packet. So whatever works for you, go out there and shop around. All right, check it out. We've got, what we got next? Ooh, we've got more of these perlas, but they are these are it's sticking to the little tape. That's my my problem here. All right, so we have here a number 2, a number 4, a number 6, a number 12, and a number 10. Have I told you that joke yet? This is so funny. So we hired this contractor to do some work for us, and I gave him there was like, 8 or 10 projects to do, and the guy only did a few of them. He did 1, 3, 5, and 7. And I said, hey, what about all the other jobs I gave you? He goes, I only do odd jobs. Sorry. But there's your dad joke for the day. All right. Odd jobs. Haha, says Paula. All right. So the jokes will come. So look at that tip. Oh my goodness. That is cool. That is cool. Look at the tip on this bad boy. Number 4, Tim. Haha. Tim enjoyed the joke. Nice. And wow, number 6. Now we just looked at a number 6 a minute ago, but it was not a travel brush. So that number 6 and this number 6 is a little different. See that? So this number 6, that's not a travel brush. All right. And then this travel brush, it's a little bit longer. Okay, so just so you know, it's probably got a little bit length, but about, I don't know, half an inch longer. Okay. And but these have great balance. That's what I love about this travel brush. The balance of these brushes. There's some generic ones out there that just the top part is way too heavy and it feels like it just wants to just fall over on you. Someone brought these, they look kind of brassy color or maybe like gold, and it was so weird that the wood that they used and the ferrule was so much heavier, But Escoda just seems to make that just balance so well. So I probably won't run through every one of these, but we did see how much narrow the brush is. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. So I don't put these back on because this brush comes apart and goes like that, and it's being carried safely. And again, it's got the little hole so that it can breathe if the brush was wet. All 13 thumbs up. Right on, right on. Well, we got another travel brush, and it is actually it says it says a quarter brush. It's a quarter. It says Escoda Perla, but what's so different about this brush? And I'll keep one of these just so we can compare it. This brush I got excited about. I was like, oh, I have to try this out because I have one of these dagger brushes as a studio brush, but not as a travel brush. So this is a dagger. Okay. Artie Russ, what's happening? So look at that shape. This is a dagger brush, and what do you notice different? I have a Perla travel brush. It's awesome, says Tim. Yeah, there's I hadn't had one of these yet. I got a regular one, but the width, looking at it this way, it seems about the same. I'm gonna, let's see, hop down one brush different. One brush size. Okay. So they're almost, maybe it was the other one. Dun, dun, dun. You know, I just got these in the mail just before we went live, so I did not do any. I could have showed you the packaging, but it would show my address. Yeah, the travel brushes are awesome. They just keep those tips so nice. Let's paint with this one. Let's see what it does. So again, nice and stiff. And there we go. Rinsing it out. Same color. I've been using green apatite. And dang, it's already 47 minutes in. All right, let's do some lines. Look at that, thin to thick. Thin to thick, what? Get out of here. How cool is that? This is your thin to thick brush all the way. Going sideways. Now, again, this is, I'm using 300-pound paper today. This is it turned the other way. And so it will act a little different if I had it. Look at, I can get really tight. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just lightly hitting the cord. Sorry if I bump in the video here. All right, here we go. Boom. Huh. I wonder what you can paint with that thing. Oh, wow. The tiniest lines. Yeah, right? Dun, dun, dun. Super tiny. Look at the, going from super tiny to how thick. That's pretty cool, huh? Let's try our little waves. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then let's just see. Look at this. Whoa. Look at that. Some nice little waves here, like a little boom, boom, boom. Nice. And then I'm gonna have to play with this. I can make all kinds of good stuff with this. Let's go the other way. What? Let's load up that brush again. And up and down and up. Almost like a calligraphy, right? Come on, Master Gabriel. You should know this already. Master painter. A master painter should be just... I don't know. I'm going to be a student all my life. I'm going to keep growing, keep looking for opportunities, and just be available. Look at that. That is just a good time. All right. What else do we got? That is a pretty thing. We still got some perlas here. Still some perlas. I'm like happy. These are 18s and 12s. Why would you need 18s and 12s, Gabriel Stockton? Guess what? This 18 is gonna be so helpful when I go to do one of them full sheet paintings. Could you imagine doing a full sheet painting with this little guy? No way! I can get so much more done with this one, right? Look, the ferrule is still good looking. This is such a good looking... We went from this ferrule to the same ferrule. Alright? That is good looking quality. Come on, United States of America. Where are you in the quality of the brush making world? Come on. Let's go to setting the standard. Look at that tip. Some of you Canadians are probably laughing right now. There's some brushes from all around the world. There are other brushes you could see too. Whether if they're handmade brushes or machine brushes, don't take my word for it. You get your own brushes, test them out. I've had some janky brushes, and the reason why this ferrule means so much to me because I had an expensive brush. I had, I won't say what brand, but that brush, oh my goodness, I was shaking it like this, shaking it, and this whole top came off of this other company's brush and went kaplunk down into the bottom of the harbor water. I was thinking about jumping in there, and luckily this guy in a fishing boat, he said, don't. A commercial fishing boat said, don't do it, buddy. Don't go after that. I heard it too. I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these two out. This perla is gonna give me a lot more work. I can bust out some nice big strokes. See that? I can get in here. Again, this is 300-pound paper, so it's going to want to soak up as much paint. Okay, so the reason why I would go with this 18 big mama is because I can get more work done. Now, I really like these 12s. I think 12 is a good standard to start with, like the 10 and the 12. If you can afford and you don't plan on doing half sheet and full sheet, and you just plan on doing like quarter sheet and below, this is just fine, okay? So let's look at how much work you can get done with this bad boy. So, you know, I can get in here. So almost half as much. Look at that. But, you know, I can get these little lovely lines rolling. Right? But guess what? If you buy this big hunker, guess what? You can also do those nice little tight little lines too. See that? Wow. Look at that. Fine lines with this big brush. So I can go from these to those. So this right here was the 12er. And let's do this here and there with the 18. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. 55 minutes. Oh my gosh. We had too much fun. Too much fun playing. What other brushes did I have? Oh, that was it. You want to see them all again? There's those. And this one. And this one. And this one. Don't forget about these. Some of you already put those on your Christmas wish list. There's those. Holy cow. I don't think I can even fit them in one hand. And there was 2 of those. And holy mackerel. 2 fistfuls of brushes. And thank you, Escoda. What a happy boy. Look at that. It pays to give credit where credit's due. And so I gotta paint something, right? Something in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. Well, you know what I like to do, right? If you said practice, people, you're right. And so we got the perla here, and I'm just gonna put some little heads, some little bodies, and bring down that waist. They're friends, so they can be touching. And out here we are Padre friends. It's Padre. There's a shadow. And let's give them some hats. They're all talking about the game. Now, you don't have to be so tight in control. We can put some other little things here. See that? And where's those heads? Well, there's a head there. There's a head there. There's a whole group of guys here. There's a hat. There's a head. Here's another head with a hat. This guy, he's got really bad posture. Poor dude. Give him some prayer. There's another little different hat. And then, well, they're all headed to the ball game. And here's some legs. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Look, you can do this too. I'm not the only one that can draw some people from nothing. He needs a backpack. And then he needs a backpack too. He brought all the Comic-Con. Oh my gosh, Comic-Con. How could I forget about Comic-Con? So check it out. Comic-Con, we sold not 1, not 2, but 1, 2, there's 5, 6, 7, 8. We sold 8 paintings at Comic-Con, and we will find out soon what the dollars were. And yeah, like super stoked about Comic-Con. It was such a cool experience. If you've ever thought about coming, I would highly suggest when they put the tickets out for sale that you get your ticket the first day, because it was sold out. And here's some more people and some hats, some legs, and some shadows. Dun dun dun. What is that guy carrying here? I'm not sure. What is that? Can you guys tell me what he's carrying? I don't know. And this guy was carrying something here. We gotta make it something else because we don't know what it is. There, he's carried a bag. Boom, boom, boom. Suitcase, maybe. You don't have to just do black and white. I can add some color in here. All 16 of you and all your wonderful 18 thumbs up. Hey, if you're catching this on the replay, you can always say hello. And some of you do. Some of you, I get little alerts that it says, hey, I'm watching now. Hello, I'm watching the replay. So I see the wonderful comments that you leave. So we're adding some paint. Some of these guys got blue jeans on. Blue jeans? You're making me nervous. I'm putting the wrong color. Gosh darn it. What happened to my blue? A little dabble do ya. Here we go. I could put some color on their faces. There we go. And let that just congeal, you know. There we go. This guy's got a pinhead. That won't do. No pinheads. This guy's hat's a little funny. Let's work on it. Let's give him a cowboy hat. There he is. This guy needs broader shoulders. Now, an arm doesn't always have to be straight like this, but maybe an elbow kind of coming out like that. Okay? Maybe even an arm like this, like that. Not all the shirts have to be like that either. We can give a little striped shirt action going in here. If I got a striped shirt like this, and I got sleeves coming like that. Let me show you that a little better. Here's the collar. Stripes, stripes, stripes. Connecting the little body here. And we got some little legs. Okay. And then our head. Hat. And then let's give him... Hey, that's a nice little brush, huh? And then the arms here. Now those arms don't have to be straight. They can kind of... He's got big arms. He's got to back off the gym. He's hitting the iron too much. Too funny. So these are all been people in the front. So here's a person that's walking away from us. Boom, boom, boom. There's a little bit of light on the shoulders. Here's the back. And then there's those stripes of the shirt. There we go. And then he's got his hat. And of course, you know, one leg is in front of the other, and then the other leg is here. And then we've got a little shadow. Okay. You can do this. I believe in you. But do you see how this leg, one leg is coming like this, and the other leg is coming in? If you've ever learned how to write Japanese, this is a Japanese character. Ish. Look, we're doing it just the opposite way now. Boom. There we go. This arm's gonna come out and back. There we go. Good times. Well, thank you so much, all 18 of you that are still here. Holy cow, you are such awesome people. It's been a really good day. I picked up a commission. I showed someone a painting I'm currently working on. They want to buy it, which is awesome. And what else happened? Something else. Oh, Linda Dahl. The famous Linda Dahl. Daniel Smith brand ambassador stopped by my studio today. And what a treat. What a treat. I'm so honored that people that are forerunners. If you're not familiar with Linda Dahl, I'm so surprised. Linda Dahl is the forerunner of women watercolorists. We have an interview with Linda Dahl, and if you haven't seen that, go watch that next. All right, have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week, and I've got something special to show you. Plus, I'm gonna share with you some of my top favorite books that are on my artist bookshelf. All right. Have a wonderful day. And, yeah, get yourself one of these Perlos. Look at that big bad boy. Still did those little lines. This smaller one did that big strokes to these lines. Good stuff. I'll look and see if there's any other comments real quick. What a fun video tonight, Gabriel. Yeah, Artie Ross. Thank you. You are welcome, Miss Art Rules. Enjoy your upcoming vacation with family and friends. Debbie, yeah, good to see you, Miss Art Rules. Waldo, yeah, Waldo. Gotta do Waldo now. Yeah. Let's see. So, red shirt with Waldo. I digress. So, here's a head. And Waldo striped shirt. These stripes, you don't really want them perfect, okay? And then these are gonna come off to the side like this, and here like that. Bum bum bum, like that. Like this. There's his hat. Doesn't he have blue jeans? Waldo. There was a guy dressed up as Waldo at Comic-Con. Comic-Con was a hoot. Like, there were so many people, and we thought we were gonna have to like close our eyes at some stuff, but I think there was not a really awkward, inappropriate minute. We were a little worried about some stuff that we'd see, but all in all, it was like no worries. It didn't get weird. And so look at those. Holy cow, look at those pants. Let's put a shadow. I'm gonna use some this neutral tint. Da-da-da. There we go. Waldo. He has that red hat though. But he also has glasses, but yeah, I would have to do a bigger face for glasses. Waldo. But oh, Waldo needs an arm. There. Waldo. There was like these also there at Comic-Con was these panels. I went to a panel about how to like break into the comic books and entertainment world, and it's very much like the watercolor circles. Basically, the one takeaway that I would share is that some of you might be experiencing this, and it's hard, but you get a lot of no's in the world. But once you get that yes, push that door wide open. Okay? That was one of my takeaways from Comic-Con panel on how to make yourself a bulletproof artist. They had other panels, like you could have found out who was the next person. We saw Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was signing some stuff. Oh my gosh. I'll share more next week, but I'm keeping all 15 of you here, but it was cool. Kevin Hart, we were walking by, just minding our own P's and Q's, and we heard a friend of ours voice, Donna, and sometimes she watches here, Watercolor Wednesday, and anyway, we heard Donna's voice, and then we look over, and Donna's like, hey, and she was working security, and Donna, we're like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, we're making sure people keep walking, because Kevin Hart's right over there signing. I know that's not the hat for Waldo, but it's all good. Anyway, Waldo. He's the watercolor Waldo. But yeah, Kevin Hart gave me a big old smile, took a picture of him. It was good times. There was some other cool costumes, some other... I bought 3 books, and I will share them next week with you, along with the other few books off my bookshelf that I think that would help you. All right, all 19 thumbs ups and you amazing 15 people. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Keep those brushes wet. And I will talk to you really soon. Try some of these people. They're fun. Put them in the distance of your painting. Not in the foreground, not in the middle ground, but way back there in the distance. And it works really well. This guy I'd probably put mid-range. Mid-range. All right. Take care. See you later. Ciao.